Yo, what is up? Fer here, and we are here to talk about the greatness of One Piece chapter 895. Almost 900 chapters, can't wait for that. Now, Oda went in this chapter. Now, this chapter is something Oda hasn't done in years, which is a chapter that shows a fight all the way from the beginning to the end. Even Oda said in multiple interviews that he can actually draw good fights, but usually he doesn't because I guess he wants plot progression. Usually we have a fight in the first half of the chapter, then the rest is like everything else, but we got an entire chapter of not only a decent fight, but what may be the best fight in the series. I think it may surpass Luffy versus Lucci because oh my, Oda still has it. I remember people saying Oda wasn't good at drawing fights. This chapter definitely proves otherwise. Hype chapter, amazing fight, dope reveals, but let's just get into this. Now at the start of the chapter we get a cover page with Buggy for the first time in ages, and we get the follow-up about Harujin, quitting his work with Buggy because that was teased way back at the start of the Zoro arc where Buggy kind of went crazy. So it seems like we're gonna be following Harujin for the next 2 or 3 cover pages, so that's gonna be cool moving forward. Now Katakuri versus Luffy. Now we finally get the reveal of Gear 4 Snakeman that everyone's been making videos about, and essentially what it is, it's a simplified, slimmer version of Boundman, which is something everyone pretty much said, and it uses the covering snake punches as its main form of attacks, but it's really fast, actually several times faster. I would say this is like the Gear 2nd version of Gear 4. There's less air, his attacks are faster, and also if you notice, his haki only covers his arms and his legs. His chest is completely exposed, so it's purely offensive, and in terms of design, I think this could be my favorite Gear 4 form, next to Boundman and Tankman, at last, because that shit just, it doesn't look right. Now what Luffy does in this form is that he extends his arm a lot like Culverin, but a lot faster. But the way he gets around Katakuri's future sight is that his punches goes out of Katakuri's range of vision. If Katakuri cannot see an attack coming, he wouldn't be able to see the future of it, and so Luffy takes the chance to one-up Katakuri for the first bit of the fight, but Katakuri figures everything out and has a counter to it right off the bat. So all Katakuri has to do is extend his range of vision and use his Logia-like power to avoid the attack. And Luffy's attacks are quite strong given that Katakuri did get flying from a couple of blows. Not as strong as Boundman, but it's decently strong. Now I will say one of the dopest part of this chapter was Katakuri's dice to Mochi, whereas Katakuri adds spikes to his Mochi, grabs Luffy while he hits Luffy, and Luffy couldn't get away because the Mochi keeps him in place, and Katakuri slams him to the floor, makes this huge ass crater on the floor. Like, that was the highlight of the fight for me. And we get that dope ass panel of Katakuri just looking like a beast. Like, that was just straight up dopeness on Katakuri's part. Then we get an entire page of manly exchanges between Katakuri and Luffy, just trading blows back to back, and if you notice, both of them are putting armament haki on their face to lessen the damage, so that was dope to see. We finally get onto the climax of the chapter. Katakuri starts charging up his diced Mochi, and Luffy charges up his King Cobra attack. Now we don't know what King Cobra does, but it looks kind of crazy. They clash, but we didn't get to see the result. But yeah, the panel with the final clash was actually amazing. Like, the art there was on point. Shout out to Oda, that shit was amazing. But yeah, this was a dope chapter. Obviously there isn't much to say because this chapter was entirely focused on the fight, but in terms of how the fight was executed, it was dope because this is the first chapter that Luffy is actually portrayed to be on the same level as Katakuri, because most of the time in the previous chapters it was just straight up dominance, Katakuri owning Luffy 90% of the fight, and in this chapter it looks like it was an equal exchange between Katakuri and Luffy just going at it. So that was amazing to see. But yeah, we are on break next week, and I'm not even mad at that. Oda can take his break. I'm fine with the break. I think everyone else is. Well, we kind of left off on a kind of a cliffhanger. We don't know who won the fight, but I think probably Luffy, or this ends in a draw somehow. We don't exactly know how it's gonna go down, but it should be amazing. But comment down below what you guys think. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more content in this channel. It is Fer, guys, and I will see you folks later. Peace.